Welcome to Gear Check Games. This is the first episode of our Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Remix playthrough. I am Trey, and I am joined by Joe, Dan, and special guest, Nick.
The daily things.
I'm sorry, okay. Trey, but I'm going to have to step in and say that you're selling this game a bit short already. It's actually Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 HD... mix.
Dan, I wish you were lying.
This is actually just...
I do too.
You inserted
actually,
two
it's Kingdom
colons.
Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5. Yeah. Roman numeral for the 1 and the 2, by the way, but not the 5.
Trey, if you were a real gamer, you would just have Kingdom Hearts the story so far.
Yeah. Well, the joke's on you guys, because we're actually playing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
R lowercase e colon capital MIX.
I haven't played this one. Are you mad?
Actually, we're playing Recoded.
Actually, I have played a bit of Birth by Sleep. Oh, God.
I forgot Recoded was...
Yeah.
But not really
the game nobody bought or played.
Well, I'm sure at least.
Oh.
I forgot, Nick, did you say it was supposed to be 358 over 2 days or 358 days over 2?
My God.
It's that.
So anyway, to bring it back to the game.
Yeah, I feel like every Kingdom Hearts fan who could conceivably be watching this.
Because in the menu it's 358 over 2 days. So I guess one of them is wrong.
So I'd like to ask everyone how they first encountered the first Kingdom Hearts game. We'll just go in order of our Discord icons. So Dan, you're first.
Okay, so I was in grade school and I was walking along the track in the back lot of my school with my friends, and they were talking about this new Kingdom Hearts game, and I was like, "Whoa, this sounds cool. Too bad I can't play it because I don't have a PS2." So then, 5 years later or whatever, I got a PS3, and I finally was able to play the Kingdom Hearts games. And it was great.
So you didn't play it till PS3?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then my original PS3 broke, and then I had to get a new one, and didn't play PS2 games anymore.
Oh.
It was sad.
Oh, that hurts me. So Joe, how did you first encounter Kingdom Hearts?
Well, first of all, Dan, I thought you were going to say we were on the playground or we were on the track walking around with my buddies, when all of a sudden we noticed something on the ground. It looked like a video game cover. It was covered in dust, and it was a mysterious game called Kingdom Hearts.
When suddenly there was a boy falling through the sky.
It fell from the sky on the
guys.
on the
I have an important question. Is any of this for real?
Oh God, I hope not. Anyway, to take this seriously for once, Kingdom Hearts was not something that I got into until high school. Also, I did hear about it prior to that point, but it was kind of like the popular thing to hate on in my class when I was in elementary and middle school. So any interest I might have had was kind of offset by I don't want to get beat up, which is of course ridiculous. But eventually I did play this in high school, and I thought it was it was pretty good.
And he did get beat up.
Yeah.
Live what you love in spite of the haters.
I had it coming.
Quentin Flynn personally came to your house and beat.
I wouldn't say I really got into Kingdom Hearts. I didn't really come to appreciate it though until college, when I got the PS3 1.5 and 2.5 collections. Because by then I kind of knew what I was in for, and I was able to kind of, just kind of enjoy it for what it was more. And there is a lot to enjoy with these games. I want to say that on behalf of myself. I have some issues with just the general style of Kingdom Hearts. They kind of get exacerbated the further along you get in the series, but these are good games. Make no bones about that. I think these are good games, and I like them quite a bit. So keep that in mind if I'm ever picking on them.
We just have to make a disclaimer at the beginning that we're going to crap on this game a lot, but it comes from a place of love.
These guys are. Also, it's very important that we never stop talking while Hikaru-san is singing, because if we do, this video will get stolen by the YouTube goblins.
Inside baseball, this raw video was actually
blocked in the US.
It was fucking sniped. Sorry, there's the first F-bomb. It was sniped by the Universal
floodgates
Media.
Are open.
Yeah, It was sniped by the Universal Media Group, which isn't even Squaresoft or Disney or a record studio. It's just a Russian hacking group that like fucking camps on copyrights.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if anybody claimed this,
got
wouldn't it be
hacked by
like
Anonymous.
Sony Music or something?
Yeah.
You can tell how upset Trey is by this by how flagrantly he is ignoring the MPAA ratings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I guess-
Is this game rated T for to everyone?
T for everyone.
Before we get too far off of it, now that the music has quit playing, what do we think of the opening theme? The opening theme of Kingdom Hearts 1, Hikari / Simple and Clean.
If I had
Sorry,
an
but
iPod,
Sora just looked at the camera and I just, in my head, was like, so I bet you're wondering how I got here.
so
Fell through an ocean.
if I had an iPod as a child, that would have been one of the only songs on it. I think I might have tried to make an AMV of it. Yes, I did. I did. I remember it. It was in
not
Windows
surprised.
Movie Maker, and it was with Rurouni Kenshin characters.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that happened.
What are you doing there, Trey? Welcome to our
Yeah,
first
but you
Evil 4
posted to
playthrough.
Kingdom Hearts vids to khvids.com.
khvids.net, and I'll talk about that in a hot second. Do we want to get back to our first experience with Kingdom Hearts thing, though?
Yeah, so before you talk about how you got into Kingdom Hearts, I just want to say that I can and will psych out the watcher by platforming and not going for objectives. So just be ready for the shenanigans.
Oh my lord. Yeah, I guess that introduces us to our jump arc of this game, which is going to be fun to
Sort
sort
of terrible destruction.
Yes.
Well,
So Nick, how did you encounter Kingdom Farts?
okay, so picture me, little fat kid in probably 4th grade, maybe 5th grade. Here I am in the Scholastics book fair when I see issue 1, or maybe it was 2, of the Kingdom Hearts 2 official manga. And I bought it, and I read it, and I loved it, and I talked about it a
Coward.
lot with my cousin who was into Square games. Also, Trey just made his first of many mistakes in this playthrough.
You call him a coward, I call him wise.
You
You
always
pick
go
the
with
sword
the
or
wand.
the staff, never the shield, unless you're a
guys-
baby.
God. Have you seen how
You
close the
always
camera is in
take
this
the
game? You can't
wand.
see projectiles coming at you.
Baby!
Yeah.
You have to get the shield.
I beat this game with the sword as a child easily.
You take the wand because it's cool.
You
Anyway,
guys are shaming me already, and I haven't even
I'm not
slashed
shaming you.
or
I'm
beat
on
up
board
anything.
with this. I mean, I would have
I
dropped.
picked
You
the sword and I
defend me.
dropped the shield as a kid.
I
Because I was a real
I would
boy.
have dropped the staff personally, but you know.
you always pick the wand. Anyway, so I loved the manga. I read a lot. It inspired me to draw. And then one day at church camp, it was confiscated from me with the promise that I would get it back at the end of church camp. I didn't. And then, like a year or so later, we go to the home church of the guy who took it, and we like stay at his house. And I'm like, hey, can I have my book back? And he's like, I don't even have that anymore. I probably like threw it away or something. So that,
Well, you're gonna
Yeah.
buy me a new one then, aren't you?
yeah.
I thought you were gonna say you found your books that he confiscated in his room along with the rest of the series.
What a heartless thing to do.
Oh, that would be amazing. I thank you, Joe. I hate it.
You're welcome.
But anyhow's it. After reading that manga, I spent whenever I could scrounge together $20 as a kid. I would go to my local pawn shop and buy Kingdom Hearts 1.
Nice.
So Nick, I would say among the people here, you probably have the most Kingdom Hearts expertise. Like you've played the most games out of any of us.
And read the most of the wiki.
Yes.
Oh,
And
Because
God.
journals.
my expertise, if you
Poor choice.
in massive air quotes, if you even want to call it that, kind of begins and ends with KH1 and 2. I've tried some of the other games, and while I
Hey,
don't,
you know about Chain of Memories
Yeah,
too because of our
yeah.
harrowing
You've
experience.
beaten Chain of
yeah.
Memories.
but like I much prefer the style of 1 and 2, and presumably 3. So I've had kind of a difficult time getting into some of the other games. But
Yeah.
I guess we can talk a little bit more about the differences once we have more of the mechanics to play around with, because this is one of those games that just kind of like gradually gives you like every little aspect of gameplay like individually.
Yeah.
Speaking of, so you'll see here that Trey is doing a swordless run of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. Shields only, baby.
Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge thing.
Yeah, these guys are fun to fight with a shield, which has no range.
Yeah, you gotta be right up on the grill.
You'll be thanking
It's the
yourself
game
later.
punishing you for your incorrect decision.
You'd never. Okay, so another thing that viewers of any series that I'm in have probably discovered about the difference between me and these lads by now. I love the Kingdom Hearts franchise. I've played basically every game. I've played this game multiple times. I have no idea what the choices at the beginning do to your game. I pick what seems the coolest. So,
the initial choice affects your stats. I don't have like the specifics, but basically, like, you know, if you pick the shield and you drop the sword, you're gonna have higher defense.
Okay, so
and...
let me rephrase. I'm aware of what the initial choices do vaguely,
but
because
not,
I've
like,
read
specifically
about
what
it
they
on
do?
the internet, but I do
You read
not
the wiki
care
and you
to
don't
know
know?
what they do. Yeah, I read the wiki for every member of Organization 13 back before, like, Coded was out. Anyway, yeah.
Nick knows everything there is to know about Kingdom Hearts, but only the stuff that doesn't matter, namely the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know pretty
We'll
much
get to that.
everything there is to know about the story and very little about the mechanics.
So, I know this is just a big tutorial section.
Did you just put your shield away?
Yeah, you can do that.
Where'd you put
in
it?
his giant pants.
Yeah.
In his giant
And his
red
big
onesie.
shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
look
it
at
is.
Sora's outfit too closely. You'll never be able to unsee it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a Mickey suit.
His zipper goes behind his
Yeah.
butt. It's weird.
Yeah, there's a little more to that, but oh god. We'll see that one again once we start to meet some of the other wonderful characters of Kingdom Hearts.
This is the
So-
first of many shenanigans I'm going to get you guys into.
You all are aware that Sora's costume is in the first game is a Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
like,
that's
Since
what I was
no
getting at.
way!
yeah.
Look at this normie going through the front of the door, not the back.
Well, you can do that?
I think you can.
I think I can. I think
Does
I
it get
I'm
blinded
pretty sure you
if he goes
can.
in the back way?
Makes the cutscene
No,
look
the
very strange.
lights. The light is brighter from the front, but it just teleports you to the front.
The
for
light is
cutscene.
brighter
Seen
from
it.
the front. That actually sounds like something this text would say.
Right,
yeah.
God.
The light is bright.
Now here's choices at the beginning of the game that, unlike the sword, shield, and staff, it's just like they affect you for the rest of the game, but it's just like, how am I even supposed to know
You're not.
that these do what these do?
You
How
are
am
not.
I supposed to know?
It's like the quiz at the beginning of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Or
You're not
Animal
supposed to
Crossing.
know what the answers are
That
gonna
like
give
determines
you.
your appearance.
Yeah.
Which, like, on a
Yeah,
certain level,
but
I understand.
In Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, it's like a personality test that decides, like, which Pokemon are you? It's like fun and whimsical. This is a personality test that arbitrarily determines whether your experience gain is going to be front-loaded, back-loaded, or, like, even throughout the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, if you pick,
Yeah.
basically,
Which has nothing to do with your
if you want
personality.
to level up
No,
quickly
it totally
early
does.
on, pick the first option for all three. Later on, pick the final option, and steadily the option in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, I'd understand if the questions were like, I like to move, I like to do things as quick as possible, or I like to take my time, or like I'm impulsive, or very patient. But no, they're like, I like my friends, I like treasures, I like
Well, Dan, you just don't understand the
Cool
Japanese
things.
culture.
Oh my God.
It's about
Well,
the
yeah,
culture.
I was wondering if maybe that was something that was like lost in translation. Like originally, those questions are like more clearly linked to those
Yeah.
things, and either
we
the
did-
translators
I
didn't
highly
understand
doubt
that, or they didn't translate it very well.
I'm
Yeah, we
willing
haven't even
to
gotten
bet
to the part
that
where
it's
Sora has
like
to clean his bedroom, and depending on the feng shui of where you put things, it determines
Dan?
what party members you get later in the game.
I will
Dan?
say, I do like that this game has stuff like that in it.
Yeah.
You know, you can have basically different builds every time that you replay the game, and you are encouraged to do that. You get like 1 million save files in this game, and it is fun to
Yeah.
like Or I would imagine it's fun to...
This is the era where games started being like, wait, we can have like 1 billion save files.
Yes.
Let's just do that for the heck of it.
The goal of the save file screen, it's actually a little mini game, is your goal is to get every single slot filled with a 99.99 run.
God.
I wonder how long that AGDQ run took.
That's like that guy who played Final Fantasy VII but only leveled up to level 99 in the intro area. Took him like 3 years.
So 99.99 refers to the maximum amount of time that the game time you've played counter can.
Okay, so I guess hypothetically we could figure out how long that takes. But
I think I've actually reached that naturally.
That has nothing to do with
too.
anything.
But the way that I reached it naturally was by never turning off my PS2 when I would go to school. Like, I would
the way
just...
I reach it is just 100%ing the game.
Well, I would pause and save, and then... Well, you had, like, Final Mix, though, didn't you?
No, I had original.
Yeah, he just played the original on his PS3 because it was backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's the other... You might think that when I say, oh yeah, I didn't get into it until PS3, that I played Final Mix. No, I played the originals using the backwards compatibility PS2 of the original PS3.
I 100%...
Which is why I was sad when my original PS3 broke.
I 100%ed the first game, and... Well, I mean, my save file was 99.99, but I don't know how long it actually took me to play the game.
So here you see me trying to get a good thumbnail. I apologize to all the watchers.
You know...
Okay.
You have editing software, Trey. You're allowed to just cut that part out.
No, it's flavor. So this was our first foray into the land of darkness. Join us for part 2,
in which we will hopefully have a more productive and focused discussion.
Yeah, I didn't even get to tell you guys about how I learned about Kingdom Hearts.
That's an excellent cliffhanger.
Yeah.